So for today's video, we are going to take a deep dive into Vstar Universe, also known as Crown Zenith, and then we're going to be comparing it to Terastal Festival, also going to be known as Prismatic Evolutions, and we are going to try to find out which one is the better set and possibly the better investment. And we do have to get thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is POKENE. If you guys are in the market for any type of sealed modern products, he's got you covered. I mean, just for Pokemon, he's got English, Japanese, simplified Chinese, Korean, Thai, Indonesian, even has sealed cases. And now might be a good time to hop into some other languages since the English market is just so crazy expensive. You can get some beautiful arts for half the price. He has other TCGs as well, One Piece, Demon Slayer, My Hero. And then if POKENE sounds familiar, that's because that is Brian, POKENE on YouTube. He has some of the best content when it comes to Pokemon business. So definitely check him out. All the links are in the description. And if you use the code PokeBeard at checkout, you will receive $5 off your entire order and receive a free bonus pack. All right, let's get to it. We're going to check out Terastal Festival and Vstar Universe at the same time. And we will be talking about the English versions of these sets too a bunch. You know, I know a ton of people do not collect Japanese. I just couldn't make the full video about English because Prismatic Evolutions is not out yet. But all right, Vstar Universe, 172 cards plus 90 secret rares. Came out December 2nd, 2022. Terastal Festival, 187 cards plus 50 secret rares. And of course, the set just came out. So Vstar Universe does have a couple Radiant cards, but honestly, nobody really cares too much about those. It is a Radiant Zard, so that is nice. But let's get down to the good stuff here. All right. So I think you guys are going to be absolutely shocked on how many cards Vstar Universe and Crown Zenith really has. So let's look at Terastal Festival first. They have 12 full art trainers. So these are just technically secret rares, but not special illustration rares. Then they have 27 special illustration rare Pokemon, which is very solid. And then they have 6 special illustration rare trainers, which I actually like these trainers. They really look like comic book pages and stuff. And then they have 5 full art gold cards. You know, very, very solid. Now checking out Vstar Universe, of course they have the 3 Radiants. And then for this video, I'm just going to call them illustration rares and special illustration rares, just so it's not confusing for the people that, you know, don't really know, because that's pretty much what they are. But they're called like the Galarian Gallery. But for Vstar, they have 37 illustration rares, non-textured, beautiful illustration rares. Then they have 25 special illustration rares, you know, texture cards, ranging from V cards to Vstar cards to VMAX cards. Then they have 16 special illustration rare trainers. And then they even have 4 gold special illustration rare cards. So if you really total them all up, Terastal Festival has 33 cards that are like actual illustration rare cards. And Vstar Universe has 82. Now, the big difference between Vstar Universe and Crown Zenith, you know, a lot of their cards we got as promos, like the Lucario V-Star here, even the 3 Charizards, you know, stuff like that. And then also their God Pack is the only way to pull like the Pikachu, the Turtwig, the Paras, the Poochyena, Mareep, which we're going to be checking prices here in a minute. So that's kind of cool. Makes those cards a lot more exclusive. But of course, the big difference here is Terastal Festival has Master Balls. And I really think the Master Balls are going to be so expensive because we already have data on Master Balls. You know, we have 151 Master Balls. And no joke, these Master Balls blow those ones out of the water. I finally seen one in person the other day. And no joke, they are so much better. They really, really look nice in person. Of course, not as nice as an illustration rare, which is why I do think Vstar Universe absolutely destroys Terastal Festival when it comes to variety. And I absolutely love some of the Pokemon they chose for Vstar Universe and Crown Zenith. You know, a lot of Pokemon that you would think would never really get an illustration rare or anything. Even like Paras and Bidoof and, you know, Miltank and stuff. It's just nice to see a really, really good variety. And you got a bunch of Galarian cards. Those are some other ones too. The Galarian Moltres, Articuno. You know, those are technically promos for us, which is going to happen for Terastal Festival too. I think the Eevee with the food underneath it is being rumored as a promo for us, which that card is actually going crazy right now. Like I said, we're going to be checking prices here in a second. So I do think Vstar Universe and Crown Zenith, like I said, has way better variety. And they have almost 3 times the amount of actual illustration rares. And they have the greatest gold cards ever. And then if you think about it for the English set too, for Crown Zenith, that is the last set for the yellow border Pokemon cards. Which is pretty crazy if you really think about it. But Terastal Festival, they have the Master Balls. And then too, it's an Evolution set. With that Eevee mascot, that is really, really tough to beat. So I actually will not be collecting the Master Balls. I only collect illustration rares and special illustration rares for these modern sets. But I do understand they are much rarer. But if I'm going to collect some cards that are rarer, like I'm going to be collecting like staff cards or something like that, you know, there's a lot more exclusive cards out there than these cards for sure. And then too, there's so many special illustration rares and illustration rares, I cannot add another thing that I got to collect because there are so many Master Balls. That's why I do think value-wise, Terastal Festival will always beat Vstar Universe. You just cannot deny the value of those Master Balls, which we're going to take a little peek at here. So these are all last sold on eBay, and I just did the more higher price ones for this page. So the Umbreon sold for $309, Leafeon for $60, another Leafeon for $50, Umbreon for $375, Espeon for $70. A lot of these prices are going up. We got Sylveon for $95, Umbreon for $315, Eevee for $60, Umbreon for $350. That's a little lot of 9 cards there. We got a Umbreon for $400, Jolteon for $45, Umbreon for $400. I mean, the value is crazy. And we can even check the cheaper Master Balls. We got the Goldeen for Terastal Festival sold for $881, Palafin for $881, Chi-Yu $881, Chen Pao for $881. That's a disgrace. Snorunt for $881. I mean, very decent value for a lot of these cards. There's just so many cards you can get as a Master Ball. But, I mean, these cards add up. So value-wise, it's not even going to be close. And then, too, we can hop to Vstar Universe here and check it right now. Pikachu, the non-textured one, is the most expensive one because that's the one you get in the God Pack, of course. The booster box market price is $89. Terastal Festival is already catching up to that. And then, of course, the gold cards, we got Giratina V-Star, market price $67, Arceus V-Star, market price $46. We got the Charizard V-Star, market price $31. We got the Palkia gold for $30. So very affordable if you guys cannot afford the English versions of these cards. You know, a lot cheaper for sure. Because Giratina V-Star is almost a $120 card right now. But it's crazy how expensive the Pikachu is. It's kind of like the same thing with the Master Balls. I love that they did that for the set. It's just that there's not that many of them, and then Master Balls, there's a ton. So we can even hop to the actual special art rares and check the recently sold for Terastal Festival. We'll run through a few here. Iron Hands 10, Flareon 50. We got the Eevee with the flower for 50, another Eevee with the flower for 54. Look at that, Sylveon is up to $130. Another Eevee for 50. We got the Sewerledge here for 45. That's going up. We got the Eevee with the food for 70. 2 regular Eevees with flowers for 180. Jolteon at $135. Crazy. We got Roaring Moon at 40. Another Jolteon at 60. We got the Umbreon at 330. You know, we got the Jolteon at 75. Another Jolteon at 130. But again, you know, these are newer prices, of course. We have no idea where these prices are going to end up, like Vstar Universe. Vstar Universe had some pretty high prices right when the set came out, too. You know, you got to keep that in mind. The Espeon at 87, I'm happy to see that card growing. Back in the day, Espeon was the king evolution for most sets. Umbreon at 404, Sylveon at 140. Wow. Another Umbreon here at 290, Glaceon at 70. Roaring Moon at 20. That's pretty cheap. Anything else that we're seeing that's different here? We got the Iron Valiant at 18. Last time I seen that one sell was like $8, so that's good to see. But I do think Terastal Festival will be a better investment than Vstar Universe. You just cannot beat the evolutions as a mascot and then having those Master Balls. Like I said, we have data on those. I mean, you can go to 151, you know, pretty much one of the most popular modern sets full of awesome cards, and even the special illustration rares cannot beat these Master Balls. The Gengar market price is 185, Pikachu 166, and then we actually have the Charizard EX at 115. I mean, even the Dragonite is worth more than the Blastoise, Venusaur, and Zapdos is the Master Ball. So we have some data here that proves these Master Balls do hold crazy value. So yeah, I do think it is a no-brainer. I definitely feel like Vstar Universe and Crown Zenith is an actual better set when you look at it variety-wise and art-wise. That really can't even be compared. But value-wise, and then, like I said, that mascot, Terastal Festival blows Vstar Universe and Crown Zenith out of the water. People just love knowing that there's rare cards in the set that are tough to pull. Even though, you know, gold cards technically are harder to pull than special illustration rares, and the only gold card that's really doing good is Pikachu from Surging Sparks. But I mean, these are the Surging Sparks pull rates right here. For a hyper rare, it's 1 in 188. For a special illustration rare for any, it's 1 in 87. For a specific hyper rare, it's 1 in 1027. And then for a specific special illustration rare, it's 1 in 960. But the one thing that is actually super cool, but it kind of sucks, is their God pack has so many special illustration rares in it. It makes the pack so heavy that a lot of people are weighing these boxes and stuff. And then if you're trying to get boxes for yourself, make sure you get it from like a legit seller like POKENE or anything like that. You know he's not going to be sitting there weighing out a bunch of boxes. So it's cool that they put them all in one pack, and that'd be amazing to pull. But then again, a lot of people are going to get screwed over, and a lot of people are just going to be weighing those boxes. You know, it just sucks that that happens. Please let me know down below what you guys think is the actual better set. You know, I know it is tough to beat Master Balls and an Umbreon, but Vstar Universe and Crown Zenith definitely has them beat in arts. And I have a decent amount of Vstar Universe booster boxes. I have a ton of Crown Zenith, you know, ETBs and Galarian Bird Tins. I pre-ordered a decent amount of Prismatic Evolutions. I'll probably try to get a few more things, and we still have 2 more items that are going to be on pre-order. I think like the figure collection and maybe like a premium collection or something like that. And I even have some Terastal Festival booster boxes coming in, not a ton of them. I'll try to get more if the prices come down in the future, but I'm not going to go super crazy on that. I always invest heavier into the English side for sure, because that's what I enjoy, to be honest. But all right, that was today's video. If you guys do like this content, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. And if you guys want to know when Pokemon Center ETBs come back in stock, definitely follow my Instagram, or you can join my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. And then 2 people keep asking me if they can send me fan mail and stuff, so I finally got a P.O. box. All the details are in the description. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day, and if you want to watch my last Pokemon Falling Friday, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.